Hello everyone, it is me, ATARi HMB, and today we're going to be talking about the one and only topic, Toonforce. That's right, Toonforce. And yeah, it's probably one of the more annoying topics we have to deal with. Not only is it spammed more than Outerversal and Hadokens in Street Fighter, but it's one of the topics that I really dislike, mainly because it's not being pointed out for what it really is. The main point is cartoon physics is nothing more but just a overhyped flowery version of low-level reality warping. That is all Toonforce is. Low-level reality warping. Nothing great, nothing crazy special. The only difference is that, well, it's just done as a joke for the most part. And yes, I'm aware that a lot of Toonforce characters have author-level writing and authority and awareness of the fourth wall, but again, a majority of these are usually inconsistent. Let's take, for example, SpongeBob. The same guy who can barely lift marshmallows or teddy bears is the same guy who somehow deleted all of existence. I mean, look at that. Seriously? And what about the Popeye and the Sun feat? I mean, so what? Look at DK. He punched the moon back to the Earth, but people were saying, oh, but the moon in the Marioverse is a lot smaller. Well, the same could be said for Popeye's sun, which is very clear from that perspective. So again, if you're going to nerf Superman for these inconsistencies of his feats, you gotta do the same for Toonforce.
All right, enough is enough. This is the final, the very, very last straw. Who is responsible for this? I demand that you show yourself. Who are you? Huh?
Am I a stinker? Well, okay. But there's still one way out, and you can't stop me.
Well, anyway, I finally got even with that screwy wabbit.
Ain't I a stinker?
The only way I will accept author-level writing from a crazy, like, I don't know, pseudo-outerversal Bugs Bunny or something like that, is if we're using composite Bugs Bunny. Because composite Bugs Bunny would be more acceptable because when it comes to composite characters, outliers don't even matter. Oh, and I quickly want to address a comment that in the last video was talking about how Popeye would completely solo Dragon Ball or destroy Goku. First and foremost, surviving a universal erasure is not even comparable to the entirety of Dragon Ball's macrocosm. Secondly, on top of that, Arali punched Toriyama in the face, or Toribot. If we want to go by that logic and say Beerus is stronger, then what do we say? Beerus is author level and boundless nearly? Like, get out of here with that. It's an inconsistency. It's for comedic effect for the most part or comic relief. You don't see us sitting here saying, well, Nami has hockey because she hurt Luffy. Like, no. But again, I digress. Even when characters say the episode is all about them, they still get erased by Beerus. So if you want to go by that logic, or also assert that Krillin has fourth wall awareness, we have to be aware that these aren't always indicative to attack potency, particularly. It just has to do with whether or not these particular hacks work, and again, Toonforce is just another fancy way to say reality warper.
Very nasty.
Yep.
So, what's he going to do? I would not even deign to guess.
Something this nasty should be cleaned up, right?
Yes, it's all of existence. Go away.
But again, I have one more gripe to pick, especially outside of Toonforce, and that's plot manipulation. That is not a real thing. Plot manipulation has to do with the story element, or rather not the main idea or the MacGuffin of a story. just because you can manipulate the plot of a story doesn't mean it works in a versus battle setting. It doesn't. Period. It's just how it is. Why? Because people think Midaka can stand even a lick of a chance against Goku and even want to have her fight Annel's Voldigold? Are you kidding me? And yes, I'm aware of the IGM's billions of abnormalities, but that's not going to do anything specific. Because there's no specification on what they can do. For all we know, she can make French toast with one of the abnormalities with the sun. I don't know. But the point is, if you don't name them, it doesn't even matter. It's just a list of numbers to sound impressive, but in reality, without an actual list of them, we can't really go over what they actually can do. Moreover, again, manipulating plot seems impressive, but that's only in verse. In a versus battle, there is no writer or author. Everything is neutral and based on objective facts. As I was saying, the main point is characters can be self-aware of where they exist and even of other verses, but that doesn't give them automatic authority. It's like the Yumi Neko and Ghost in the Shell. It doesn't make them infinitely above them all the time, unless of course authorize that has been approved. I mean, look at Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. Are they infinitely above Case Closed because they consider Conan an anime character? No, it's just an Easter egg or a cameo. So just because you see Easter eggs or cameos doesn't automatically mean they hold this hierarchy of infinite authority over one another. But anyway, that's pretty much been it for this video.